Just kill me. I whispered to the mirror, and even I didn't recognize the girl staring back. The bathroom light flickered overhead, casting a weak yellow glow across cracked tiles and a sink that never quite drained right. And for a second I thought maybe if I stood still long enough, I could disappear into the shadows between those flickers, become nothing, feel nothing, but the mark on my skin wouldn't let me forget. It burned even when it wasn't fresh anymore, a phantom heat that pulsed under the surface like a memory my body refused to release, and I pressed my palm against it through the thin fabric of my shirt, biting back the sound, trying to climb out of my throat, because even alone, even here, I had learned not to make noise. I turned the faucet on just to hear something else, something normal, water rushing like it didn't care about anything, like it didn't know what it meant to be afraid of footsteps outside a door, or a voice that could change everything with a single word. You're fine, I told my reflection, forcing my shoulders back, forcing my hands to stop shaking, because being fine wasn't a feeling anymore, it was a performance, and I had gotten good at performing. By the time I stepped back out into the bar, the world had already reset itself into something loud and bright and careless, neon lights bleeding into polished glass, music low and steady, people laughing like nothing bad could ever touch them, and I moved through it like I belonged there, tray balanced, eyes down, smile practiced just enough to keep questions away. That was the rule. Don't be noticed, don't be remembered, don't give anyone a reason to look twice. I almost made it through the first hour. Almost. Then the room changed. It didn't happen all at once. It never does. It was subtle, like the air shifting before a storm, conversations dipping just slightly, heads turning not obviously, but enough that you could feel it if you were paying attention, and I was always paying attention. I followed the silence before I saw him. He stood near the entrance, not moving, not speaking, but everything around him adjusted anyway, like the space itself understood something I didn't want to name. Dark suit, perfectly tailored, posture relaxed in a way that didn't mean safe. And when his eyes lifted, scanning the room, I felt it before they landed on me, that strange, tightening pull in my chest that told me I had already made a mistake without knowing how. I looked away too late. My hand slipped just enough for the edge of the glass to tilt, a single drop of amber liquid sliding over the rim before I caught it. But it was enough to break my rhythm, enough to draw attention I couldn't afford, and I forced myself to breathe, to keep moving, to pretend nothing had happened. But something had, because when I turned back, tray steady, steps measured, he was already watching me. Not the way men usually look, not careless or curious or entitled, but focused, like he was reading something written under my skin that I had tried so hard to hide. I told myself it didn't matter. Men like him didn't see girls like me. We were background, invisible, replaceable. That's what I needed to be. Invisible meant safe. Invisible meant untouched. Invisible meant I could get through another night. But as I stepped closer to his table, close enough to feel the quiet gravity of him, I realized something cold and certain. I had already been seen.